Hey guys, Gaggles197 again, this time once again with some new loot. So last week I went to an anime convention with a few friends of mine, and of course I bought some stuff. Fortunately, haven't been able to do a video until now because I've had an awfully busy week. So without any further ado, here is the first item. A combat armor diagram from the Fang of the Sun diagram series. If you haven't heard of the series before, watch it. If you're a Gundam fan, you'll definitely like it. This is probably the most realistic mech series I've ever seen. And the only problem I have with the figure is that this side skirt here really likes to pop off, and I think I've currently lost it a little bit on my desk somewhere. So yeah, should have a side skirt like this on there. Problem is, it's a Robotech, and I'm not a big fan of Robotechs because pretty much they look good in the poses shown on the box, and yeah, not in any other poses. But whatever. I got this guy for 50% off at 10 euros. They generally go for like $50 on eBay or something, and that's without shipping. So I was really excited when I saw this guy for 50% off, and that's not all, because the entire stand was 50% off. So of course I bought a lot more from those guys. When suddenly this little guy caught my eye. Well, actually I saw a Lancer figure first, so I asked them, hey, do you have any other figures? They said, yes, we have this one. Unfortunately, they apparently didn't have Scott Bernard / Stig Bernard, depending on whether you want the original MOSPEADA name or the Robotech name. So I decided, yeah, I'll go with Rand, because he is one of my favorite characters. And he was originally like 80 euros, and I got him for 40. So yeah, and of course he also comes with his armor cycle. Now, like I said, they apparently didn't have Scott Bernard until I came back a few hours later, and guess who was on display? Yeah, I originally felt quite pissed off, but as you can see, I couldn't resist and eventually decided to buy him. Oh yeah, one more thing I was pissed off was when I opened the Rand figurine, apparently some idiot dropped super glue on it. I'm not sure if this was like a manufacturing error or if for some reason this guy has already been displayed, but super glue was dropped all the way from his elbow here, all the way to the hand. The elbow, no problem, just snapped it straight, but the hand is now permanently in the socket. I've tried to get it out, but yeah, haven't had a lot of luck with them. Very unfortunate, but yeah, you win some, you lose some, and he was 50% off. I gotta say, they did come inside their boxes, so I didn't buy them loose. Next up, the final one from Robotech is the Shadow Fighter. Very nice masterpiece, and of course the cool thing about these masterpieces is they come in a book-like box. So I was able to convince my friends for 5 seconds that I bought a giant-ass book. Would have been funny if I could actually convince them that it was a book. But whatever, a very nice figure, but the only problem is the gun. If you look at it like this, if Maya decides to shoot the gun, she's going to blow her canopy off. And the problems don't really end there, because apparently this gun was designed for different hands than these hands. No wait, these hands. So yeah, it can't really hold on to its gun all that well, which is actually very stupid. I mean, the illustration even shows a different kind. Well, it shows this gun, but with an extra handle for the hands. Of course, very conveniently, they didn't include that extra handle. So yeah, that's my only real complaint about this little figure here. Oh yeah, this is also fully transformable. That's all for Robotech. So now on to Halo. First one I got, of course, the original Master Chief. He did originally come with a with his assault rifle. The problem was it didn't fit into his hand properly. Good thing was I did have the fuel rod gun hanging around. because the more McFarlane figures I buy, the less impressed I get with them. I got this with a Brute Chieftain, and guess what? His hand snapped off when I tried to move it. So, finally found use for the fuel rod gun. So what did I do with the assault rifle? I gave it to Mickey, who I also bought. Yeah, he came with a rocket launcher. He had kind of the same problem. He wasn't really able to hold a rocket launcher. The good thing was he was able to hold he was able to hold Master Chief's assault rifle. So yeah, they did. The accessories did kind of go round and around. Oh yeah, these two guys were originally 18 euros a piece. I was able to get a little bit of reduction after a bit of haggling for 15 euros a piece. So yeah, still a bit expensive for my taste, but they do look pretty damn good, even though they have the articulation of a brick. So yeah, and what did I do with the rocket launcher I got? I used them with my previous McFarlane figures and recreated my favorite thing to do in a game: get on a mongoose with an ODST with a rocket launcher. I was able to fit the rocket launcher in their hands after I actually used my nippers to remove a little thing that got in the way. Now it actually fits into all of my figures' hands without any problem. And that's all for the figures I bought. Oh yeah, and the thing here, the masterpiece here, was 80 euros, went to 40 after a 50% reduction, and then eventually I was able to get it for 35. Haggling win. And oh yeah, the Halo figures were bought at a different stand. So that was all for the figures, and the final thing I bought was the Evangelion 2.22 DVD. The one big problem with it, what I didn't notice when I bought it, the French text is impeccable. It's perfect French. The Dutch, on the other hand, let's just say it's the Dutch equivalent of English. It doesn't make any sense at all. It seems like they just randomly picked a guy from the street to do their translation, because it's not even Google Translate quality. Some sentences just stop midway, some sentences from the French were left out. I mean, let's do a quick improvised translation. So, Hideaki Anno delivers an exceptional new chapter in the saga Evangelion. That's actually not that bad. Top sales DVD and Blu-ray animation, multiple awards awarded around the world. Evangelion 2.22. Okay, they apparently forgot a period here. We lead the deepest mysteries of Nerve and Seal. Sure, whatever you say, man. The O2 Evangelion Asuka Shikinami Langley finally makes its appearance. They are aware that Asuka is the pilot and not the name of the unit, right? Oh yeah, together with the O5 driven by Mari Makinami Mysterious. Sure. Then the last one is pure gold. Gendo and Nerve Shinji push their limits. Yeah, that's complete bullshit. And the translate's just horrible. Oh yeah, and gets even worse with the orange text. With the result of Exceptional Evangelion 1.0, the favorite director of a generation brings her part in the mysterious new characters and new twists unreleased, sorry. That didn't really make a lot of sense at the end. And the last sentence isn't even a sentence. The animation, breathtaking, higher than that of the... period. Yeah, thanks a lot, lads. I'm probably going to watch this with French subtitles because they brilliantly don't have English subtitles. Oh yeah, in case you were wondering, this is an official release. I have the first DVD, and actually from what I can remember, the Dutch subtitles were pretty horrible. But like I said, French are pretty nice, though it is actually pretty depressing that this is an official release. So yeah, well, at least I can feel good that I'm supporting the official releases. Somewhat, I guess. But yeah, so that's all for this loot video, and of course I generally don't do action figure reviews. So if you want a review of any of these, request away, because I don't really think I'm going to do one if you guys don't request them. Well, that's all for this video, and see you at the next one.